Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will start an alternate future of a USA series. And I just realized that, America became independent today in 1776. Or 247 years ago. So that's a long time when the original 13 declared independence. This is America's day where they celebrate because of their independence, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an American. Sadly. No, that's not sad. I'm joking. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But let's go into the series. What's going to be the first thing that happens? Well, Ohio declares war on Michigan. Shocker. And who would win? That's up in the air, guys. Let's see who wins. And if you like this video, how about 5 likes and we'll do a part 2. 5 likes. Just 5 likes. Because when I tried 50, we only got 5. Oh, the shorts do well. But that's besides the point. With a humongous offensive by Ohio into Michigan. And where'd Ontario go? I guess that's because it's like Canada. Like when Canada became a global superpower on its day. And yeah. But Michigan had a secret weapon. What? No. They just started offending again. Well, not offending, but counter-offending. But Ohio doesn't like this. So I hope Ohio comes back with more. Until, for some reason, Michigan doesn't want to give peace, so they try another counteroffensive. Eventually, after months of fighting, they can't keep fighting, but they do keep fighting, kind of thing. With Chicago falling. They're having a lot of fun. Their capital didn't fall, luckily. I don't know what their capital is, but I know it's somewhere north of there. And yeah. Well, looking like a stalemate is going to happen to this war. Which a stalemate does. Michigan tries to get support. Which they eventually do when they get Pennsylvania to help them. Would they do that? I don't know. But they managed to get them to help them by promising them some land from Ohio. And Ohio is forced to retreat to hold that front back. But they still managed to hold land. Ohio's strong, I guess. They just have a good location, I guess. But then they're completely kicked out. And Indiana, West Virginia, and Kentucky all join the war. Okay, Ohio, I think you might have messed up. Maybe it's time to give up while you're still ahead. As Ohio's on the verge of surrendering, its people have a vote, and they vote to surrender from Ohio. Ohio starts militarizing itself after this humiliating defeat. But someone else militarizes themselves, with Nevada, not really functioning well, and California blaming them for not getting enough water. A water war breaks out. I need to get back to the alternate future of the World Series. I think I'm going to have a major event happen to change what's going on. Maybe aliens, because as we know, they are invading space. They invaded the moon and Mars. So what if aliens land? Maybe that's a good idea. But here, this is definitely, this might have multiple seasons. I don't know. But the season for the change in that one was space colonization. But here, I don't know what will happen. It'll take to the future. Season 2 of our alternate histories will be when it hits the common era. And then it'll basically still be called alternate history because it had an alternate history. So you can't have an alternate, just as they take Las Vegas. They're moving towards Carson City, I guess. I think it's right here. I know it's in the north, but who knows? As they surrender in California with all of its power, an economy of 3 point something billion grows Do they need more people? Who knows? But their strength is really good. But Texas tries to show off, which they succeed in because Texas is unstoppable. But that's beside the point. They invade Louisiana, which maybe isn't the best idea. But who knows? But with a lot of nations either having to be friendly with Texas or fight them, and they all decide to be friendly as they're marching towards New Orleans. New Orleans falls, and Texas is like, hey, Louisiana, guess what? What? As Louisiana doesn't exist anymore. Will they come back? Possibly. Is Texas this strong? Probably not. Fine, they have a huge economy. With New Hampshire and Vermont and Maine deciding to form the New England Confederation, quickly Massachusetts joins, and that's all basically. As New Jersey gets mad at New York, I don't know why they would get mad. I kind of go to war with New York, but New York is helped by the New England Confederation quickly. But is it soon enough? With 20 million people seeing soldiers walk in. Yep, exactly. That's what happened to New York, is they weren't ready. With these two nations, with a few other nations helping them, including Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. No, Rhode Island doesn't help them. Rhode Island doesn't have anything for it, basically. But does join New England's side. And why is my thing not picking the colors anymore? It's annoying. Do you ever have those problems with that? Of this happening? Ohio, seeking opportunity, joins this war. With Pennsylvania and New Jersey getting a bit overstretched, New York still has millions of people to send after, even though a majority is taken. But Ohio invades. Yep. Ohio has it going. Virginia now, but they claim over Washington, D.C. Now that's crazy. With a huge comeback in the north. And a move through New York City with the people helping New York take it back. And Connecticut made a big mistake as they get invaded in a 3-front war. And they kind of die. And they get moved south. Fast to the south. Fast south. Fast to the south. They get back in the Ohio War. Not the Ohio War. The New England War is changing tides as New Jersey is about to fall. But Pennsylvania does give up as they see all hope is lost. And Ohio regains much of its lost land. New England expands. New York expands. With New Jersey a puppet of New York. New York makes an alliance. It's called the Northeastern Defensive Alliance. And these nations join. And so is this nation. But they're a puppet of New York. So yeah. With Michigan feeling fearful of this, they make an alliance called the Central Defense Pact. Fine, we should give them more. The Great Lake Defense Pact. And few nations join. I don't think Wisconsin joined. Not Wisconsin. Wyoming. But yeah, Indiana joined. Minnesota. Iowa decides to join. And Illinois is wondering if they should or not. But Florida, seeing all of this rapid expansion, is like, well, I want some of this. But are they making smart choices? That's the question. As they declare war on Alabama and Georgia. This is the first nation to declare war on two nations. As they take their coasts. And say that was easy. And then they invade themselves. Good job, Florida. And they use the people who visit there in this time of the year for some reason. And they're making a huge offensive towards Atlanta, I guess. And they take the city, which is a big movement, which allows them to do this. As Georgia is collapsing, they start to move into Alabama more. With the Carolinas seeing this as a big threat, they unify. With fair Florida forming the CSA, blooms across the country. Texas asks all of its neighbors to join in the alliance. Mississippi agrees, Arkansas does. But they don't ask all of them. They ask a few nations, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Almost everyone says yes, except Oklahoma and New Mexico. Oh, that's not all. But maybe it is, most of them. So they declare war on these two. Arizona declares war on that too, to try and create a buffer zone, with Texas all ready for this too. With Texas rampantly moving through, as Oklahoma barely put up a fight. With Texas ready for a treaty. California is infuriated by this, as they declare war on Arizona. Why would they do this? Because they collaborated with Texas, I guess. With Texas really infuriated by this move by California. Does California care, do you think? No. They walk right into Utah after. They weren't messing around, were they, guys? Fine, maybe they were, but they aren't. And they didn't mess around. Some nations either grow fearful or start collaborating. And this is where everything goes crazy, as California has expanded into 3 states. And some of the Cascadia, as the Pacific Defense Pact is signed, the Gulf Protection Pact, and the Northeastern Defensive Pact. And let me tell you this, one more got into it, and that is the Great Lakes Defensive Pact. Florida's wondering if they should make a pact, but that's pretty much for today's video, which is the first video of our alternate future of the USA series, and all the states are countries. So yeah, let's see. Was it good? 5 likes and we'll have part 2. Or 500 views, one or the other. Whatever comes first, 5 likes or 500 views. And that's how we'll know if we'll do a part 2. So please like and subscribe and share this video if you haven't already, as that would be great. And please subscribe if you haven't yet, because a lot of you aren't subscribed, because I'm getting lots more views some days than I have subscribers. So please subscribe, as subscribing helps this channel grow. And if you like this channel, please subscribe, comment, and whatever else you want to do on this video. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. But not until you subscribe.